What's up, everyone? This is Kura Cartoonist, and I'm just working on my manga called Black Suit Men. It's an OEL manga, which stands for Original English Language Manga. It's different from a traditional Japanese manga because it could be read from left to right, and it's originally in English. The reason why I chose this kind of method is because I wanted to appeal to the American audience or those who are just breaking into the manga reading of manga, because some people just don't understand how things work and they're really skeptical about reading from right to left. So I built mine for the American audience. Well, I'm going to talk about iFlow. As you can see in this manga page I'm working on, this is my fifth chapter, but the part two of it. You may have seen it somewhere on Anime Amino, Art Amino, DeviantArt, or mangamagazine.net. So you can check those sites out and look up for Black Suit Men. So right now I'm going to show you how I usually do this iFlow and paneling. First of all, I'm going to start a new layer on this rough draft blueprint, and let's see. I'm going to choose a red. Red's going to stand out. So, as you can see here, this happens to be my first panel. This happens to be my first panel here. So, as drawing in a Western style comic book, I want if the person's going to read from here, I want them to start here and then look down at the character and then watch, and then the line of action to send their eye to go into different directions. So right now I want the person's eye to come down here, and then I hope you guys can see it. So I want the iFlow to come down here and then go up this character and to the next panel. Now this speech bubble was right here for now, but I can move it right here, and then this will make it easier for the character's eye to travel across the panels into the second panel here, and then through the character's actions and the detail, I can make the viewer's eye travel into this area here. So this is the basic of iFlow, just trying to get the character to look around the page without getting lost. So, and bringing the character here, I have some speed lines or focal points, being this being a focal point. What I'm going to do here is just draw, when I'm done and I'm drawing the effects, I'm going to have the lines around the eye, not too close, because I want the eye to be the focal point, but I want the lines to draw the viewer's eye into the center. I may leave the speech bubble here, so that when the viewer looks out, they can just travel across. But my problem may be right here, where I want the viewer's eye to travel across the page. So, depending if I put speech bubbles and what happens, is the viewer's perception is going to be changed. For example, we can travel around here. I want the person to look, and I want them to look for another character, which is going to be here as a progression. But what happens is, by having background objects or too many background objects and too much things going on, the eye can be thrown out of the flow. So I want to take the person's eye, drag it around here, and then drag it around here, and then bring it down here and through here. So you have to be careful when you're doing flow and drag and getting the person's attention to the next panel. This may be a problem too, because the way that the panel cuts, I might have to reshape it so that the viewer has can look at the full view of the panel and get the full experience of what's going on. Let's see what we got here. So I'm going to throw this character here, and I'd also watch out for perspective too, because I'm working on a small page, and since I'm not doing this traditionally anymore, and it saves, what the digital does is saves more time from just working through every page and then getting it scanned through like via the library or through Staples. So by having a page here, it's kind of, I would to draw these vanishing points a little bit smaller just to fit the whole thing in. But right now I'm just gonna work on how the character is gonna flow through and everything they're going to do. So right now, what am I going to do here? So we have eye flow here, and then we have the person's start. Well, I guess that's for now. Remember, just make sure you allow the person's eye to flow throughout the page and touch every important spot that you want them to see and get the whole environment around. So you guys have fun, and you guys try out for yourself and tell me how it goes. You know, if I'm doing bad, if I'm teaching bad, I like to know. Give me your criticism. Give me your criticisms, your critiques, your comments and concerns. So it could help me out, helping you out next time I come up with some kind of tutorial. All right, guys, have a good time.